This is a hearty and traditional Irish lamb stew, says Danny O'Flaherty, the Allrecipes member who submitted this recipe. He adds, it's best to refrigerate the stew overnight and reheat it the next day for eating. This stew ages well. Since this recipe yields such a large volume, many like to cut the recipe in half, so let's do that here. We'll also make this a one-pot preparation, but feel free to use a skillet and a pot as called for in the recipe if you prefer. In preparing this Irish lamb stew, cut up 3 pounds of boneless lamb shoulder or leg into 2-inch pieces. These chunks of lamb stew meat will become tender as they simmer. Peel and mince 1 large clove of garlic. Peel and chop half of a large onion. Then dice 3/4 of a pound of thick sliced bacon. Put 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour into a large bowl. Stir in 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Add the lamb cubes to the flour mixture and toss to coat them evenly. Cook the bacon in a large heavy pot over medium-high heat until it's evenly browned. Transfer the bacon with a slotted spoon to paper towels to drain. Now we'll brown the lamb in the bacon fat. Brown the meat in batches so that you don't crowd the pan and can get nice browning. As the meat becomes evenly browned, remove it from the pot. Drain all but 2 tablespoons of the fat from the pot. Add the onions, and then add the garlic and cook, stirring until the onion is golden. Add 1/4 cup of water to the skillet to deglaze, stirring to scrape up the brown bits from the bottom of the pan. Add 2 cups of beef stock and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Add back the lamb and add back the bacon. Stir the stew well. Then cover and simmer it for about 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, peel and dice 2 to 3 carrots. You'll need 2 cups. Peel and cut 1 large onion into bite-sized pieces. Peel and cut 2 small potatoes into bite-sized pieces. After the stew has simmered for 1.5 hours, stir in the carrots, the potatoes, along with a 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme and a 1/2 cup of white wine, a diced onion, and 1 bay leaf. Stir and bring the stew to a boil. Then cover, reduce the heat, and simmer for 20 minutes or until the vegetables are tender. Some members like to replace the white wine in this Irish lamb stew recipe with a cup of beer such as Guinness. Now that's Irish. Garnish it with fresh chopped parsley.